Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at another episode of Hades. Here's our mirror setup for the day. We are going to be running the aspect of Beowulf on the shield, where we can charge our casts into our shield, do a bull rush, and then have a giant explosion where we land. I don't have a build in mind, so we're just going to take the Palm Blossom and see what the fates decide. We're running our 20th bounty on this shield. We're going to take max level jury summons. We're going to take extreme measures 4. I'm probably going to regret this, but I figure Beowulf is strong enough. We can probably handle that. We haven't seen extreme measures 4 in a while, and it doesn't hurt to practice a little bit. We'll take max benefits package middle management, and that's about all we need to reach our bounty. So let's go ahead and see where this run takes us.
All right, let's get to work.
Casts that we'd like to see are definitely Dionysus.
Sometimes I think this mess you call your chambers is one which you've cultivated with great pride. Is that the way of it?
Dad always complaining about the mess of our room. Yeah, that's fair. So Dionysus, Aphrodite, they have really strong casts.
Some pride in making messes.
Ares.
Ares.
Okay.
Is that the fire-eating shield of the great warrior Beowulf which you have there? I knew the Fates had plans for it, but I did not expect for you to be a part.
So I have never run Ares special on Beowulf before. I don't actually know how this works. Let's see. Oh, interesting. That's big. Okay. I have no idea. Pardon me. I have no idea how Ares tier 2 boons will scale with this, but I'm curious enough to want to try it. That feels like reasonable damage. If we get more cast gems, if we get Artemis legendary, if we get again, like, what is it, black metal, I think, or whatever Ares tier 2 is. Ooh, excellent. An early chaos gate that could get us a whole bunch of cast damage or a cast stone, bloodstone. So hopefully we get something good here. Chaos is usually not that kind to me when I'm running cast builds. I tend to be very unlucky. Consider the following. Let's see. I think it's still worth it. For the next 5 chambers, chamber reward previews are hidden, but gain 1 extra bloodstone. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna hate not knowing where we're going, but I won't feel as bad if they give us rooms like this one where there's no choice. It's this room or nothing. But I have never seen blade rifts this big. This is kind of fun. It's probably gonna fall off later on unless we get some good tier like synergy boons. I don't. Can you get hunting blades from this? A palm is great. Okay, eeny meeny miny this one. But I think with this, okay.
Bit of a break.
Fountain chamber, can't complain too much about that. HP, it probably was going to be between HP and coin, so you know, not the end of the world that we took that. I think what gods would synergize well with this? Of course, Artemis, always Artemis. I mean, if hunting blades is an option, that would be amazing. It probably isn't, is my guess. Something tells me that it just wouldn't quite work the way we want. So really what we want is still Artemis. I would make an argument is good because crit chance matters. Crits do so much extra damage, and that scales really well with any form of damage. I don't know why I backed out like I could see what this is. Let's go through the right this time. We've been hanging left too often. Oh, the sneak. So probably gonna see a rare tier boon here, I imagine, or a higher tier boon at least. See if I can land some shots. I probably have to hold out for this thing to use its melee attack and then hit it with this. Ooh, that does shred. It does seem like it shreds. Here's my chance to do some damage. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that pops him. Oh, hey, look who showed up.
To me, like you could use a little help, so I'll just have a look in my big bag of blessings here, and oh, here's just the thing.
Oh, thank you, Artemis. What's the thing? Special aid or pressure points? So pressure points is probably the best for this build, but I do want to set myself up. Well, actually, I guess the question is, can I get... I'm curious. I probably can't, but let's see. Is hunting blades even on the table? Okay, it is not. So I don't have to care about her duo here. What I care about is fully loaded. Getting more casts, also getting hunter's mark. So we need anything that grants us crit chance. On that, I think those are the main important things. So we'll need to make sure that at some point we take pressure points, exit wounds, or support fire, I believe. So you know what? Let's take pressure points now, because if her legendary is the most important thing that we get, pressure points kind of sets us up for all the things I care about. So yeah, pressure points it is for sure. And a rare tier at that. It's 3% crit chance, but that's still pretty great. Oh, and excellent. So now we can start seeing our room previews again. I have a really bad habit of just dashing right onto these floor traps. But like I said, I have never run Ares on on Beowulf. I think I've run it on Hera once. It wasn't my favorite build, but it worked. And I'm very curious to see how this scales. If we can get Ares Legendary and 2 tier 2 boons that benefit Blade Rift, that would be pretty awesome. There are other boons that sort of scale with Blade Rift. I just don't know if they work. I should look and see if it'll affect, if Demeter can synergize with this, because Demeter has a duo boon with Ares Blade Rift as well. It makes it smaller but afflict chill. Actually, let's get that bit of information now if we can. Ooh, Prometheus Stone would make us shred Meg, but it's only temporary. And, ooh, wow, they really want us to, like, destroy Meg. I'm tempted, but it's 70 gold that'll not really scale into the future. On the other hand, since we're running kind of a cast build, I don't think that the hammer will help us that... Pardon me. I don't think the hammer will help us that much. What was it I was trying to look up? Right, his duo with Demeter. Let's see. Can I get a duo with Demeter with our current build? I can. Okay, so maybe we take Demeter here. I don't like that it makes our Blade Rift 15% smaller, but have you seen the size of our Blade Rift? I don't think it matters. Poseidon's worth considering too, because we could get Mirage Shot with Artemis in the build. So you know what? That's our plan. We are going to take Demeter and Poseidon if we can get them.
Security.
Oh right, I have 4 cast stones now. That's very exciting. Watch me shred your HP in a blender. Oh geez, this feels pretty good right now. Things always start to fall off after Tartarus when you think you have really good DPS, because Tartarus enemies don't actually have that much in the way of HP. I tried to special that, and the special is just so slow to come out that it still bonked me. Alright, yeah, I think we've got our build plan. Let's take this trial. I think between the two gods, they both offer us a really good amount of things that they... really strong potentials. So it doesn't really matter who I pick here. I think we'll take Ares first then.
Let us wage war together then.
Blade Dash, Curse of Vengeance, Blood Frenzy. None of these are ones that I particularly want. I need at least one of his tier 2s for the Blade Rift to get Vicious Cycle, Black Metal, or Engulfing Vortex. I think... Is it worth re-rolling here? Not really. I could take Blade Dash and just have... Let's take Blade Dash. Let's just have all the blades on the field at a given moment.
What made you think I'd stand for this from you?
Artemis always sounds the most hurt to me out of all the people, out of all the gods that we, like, deny the approval of. It is... I do like how they write the gods as if they really do get emotionally invested in Zagreus' journey, which I appreciate. It shows that they certainly care, although sometimes that care is likely in part from their own personal self-interests, but not always. I acknowledge that, not always. There are definitely some gods that maybe showed a bit better than others, though. Dionysus just wants to party. I don't think that's a bad thing, but his motives are kind of mixed. He wants to have a good time, he wants to meet Zag, he wants to have that good time with Zag, so... But he's a party dude. He's a party dude. He's a total frat boy in this game, the way they wrote him, which, I mean, the god of wine and celebration... On paper, definitely sounds like a frat or a sorority kind of guy.
Handled yourself pretty well back there.
I don't know why
Stay mad after a show like that.
I don't know why I'm implying that Dionysus could be female, but you know. Ooh, Hunter's Mark. It's the lowest tier, but we'll take it. It's crit chance. Crit chance matters. Hey, ooh, another Artemis or a Palm. I think... we already have 3 levels on the special, or on the cast. More levels on that cast will be great. Palm Blossom coming in clutch, I suppose, in that regard.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
I am so used to having tight deadline on that I forgot I could even get trial rooms, even though we did a speedrun not too long ago where it was totally possible to get one. That's fine. Honestly, I just dash around and use my attack, and then remember if I have cast it here or there. One Bull Rush one-shots these, or I thought it would, but it didn't. I keep trying to use the special, hoping that it will do something. And I have been disappointed all 2 times that I've done it. The fun part about trials is as you kill enemies, they do drop gold, but it seems like after a certain point you kind of reach a cap. So after that, it's just survive until the end. We're not getting any more gold. I saw 2 coins a little bit ago, but I think we've oh, nope, 3, okay. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe the chance of getting coin is just really low, or I'm just killing things slower than usual. We have had some trial or some survival rooms like this where I've got an insane amount of kills. Alright, so we are now ready to... We can now potentially get Artemis's Legendary, which is going to be fun. Like, Support Fire clearly is not a breadwinner in this build, But support fire is always fun. It looks pretty. It's fun to see all your arrows just go flying out. Most importantly, though, is we are going to very easily stack up Hunter's Mark because we have so many hits per second. We only have a 3% chance of critting, but if you're hitting like 50 times a second, you're going to be critting at least once every couple seconds. And once a Hunter's Mark pops on someone, it's just going to bounce between enemies as they get crit. HP or palm, we'll take the palm this time. We still have enough boons that we should still be able to get more stacks on the cast reliably. Like there's a 1 in 4 chance, I think, that we don't see it in our list of people, our list of options to palm. All right. It's funny, like overall I was never super impressed with Blade Rift as a boon. I feel like it is too unreliable outside of having hunting blades. But Blade Flare is its own beast. That it is. I feel like I only need to maybe use 1 cast per dash at this point. Or per bull rush. Because at least for these enemies, the bull rush is already almost enough to one-shot them.
Phew.
Pressure points, Hunter's Mark. Of course. Well, I said it was a 1 in 4 chance. And I got that 1 in 4, unfortunately. Okay, it's like a 1 in 6 chance or a 1 in 5 chance, but still unlucky. So do I take? I think we pop this on Hunter's Mark to begin with. That's 12% more crit chance after our first crit, versus 1% crit chance at base crit. Zeus, we're not interested in. I'll save my coin. I don't think I want that hammer. Although a faster charging bull rush would be nice if we got that, and I do have the coin. And I'm not really looking for Titan Bloods anymore because we maxed out all of our aspect weapons. So I guess you know what. Let's buy that hammer after this fish. After these fissages.
Fish. I caught one.
All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab this hammer.
Take it.
Oh, perfect. Sudden rush. Your bull rush charges up faster. Alternatively, Ferocious Guard gives us 20% damage if we block attacks and 10% and 20% move speed. I think sudden rush is better for the build though, so we'll stick with that. All right, let's remember to give Meg a kiss from Sisyphus.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Sisyphus, if you will.
Sisters. Your little bat companion not too much to handle as she's Zagreus. I trust you're taking excellent care of her.
I forgot that we still have
She needs your help.
companion baddie equipped. Oops.
Oh, she's been positively perfect, thank you, Meg. Especially in how she puts us into contact when I need a hand. I hope it's not too much hassle helping out from time to time.
If you were hoping to avoid a hassle, you definitely come to the wrong place.
I'll hassle your Hoff. I don't know why I said that, Kiwi. Wow, I positioned that perfectly. I thought I was going to dash right past her, but I bonked into the wall, so it was fine.
Here, Zag.
Here, Meg. Okay, so a fully charged bull rush is almost enough to one-shot her, or like one-phase her. Okay, like what I'm trying to say is like clear her phase in one go. We have a lot of blade rifts on the field. I can't even find her. Where is she? Oh, okay, I do think I hit her. Unfortunately, I was going to use Sisyphus because I like to get the darkness and the coin that he gives. The HP was going to be whatever because we're likely going to heal back to full after this fight, as long as I don't take too many hits. Which, how could I?
That was...
Pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy, Meg.
Well, it's been lovely.
That it has. All right. Now, did I get this pot? Okay, I saw a gold pot down there. I wanted to make sure I got it. So we are sitting very pretty for an Artemis legendary. We have not seen Poseidon or Demeter. Ooh, another Chaos Gate. Yeah, we'll force that for sure. All right, so the question is, do I keep the Palm Blossom on? Because it can hit a lot of things that I care about. Pressure points, Hunter's Mark. If it hits support fire or blade dash, I'm going to feel a little sad. I think, honestly, for the sake of the build, let's get Poseidon on the table so that we can get a core boon of his and set ourselves up for potential Mirage Shot shenanigans. We keep getting Prometheus stones, but we all know they're not going to show up on the final floor. Most importantly, Palm Blossom gave us a good 3 levels on our cast, which is a nice, solid damage up. Oh, 4 levels, actually. Gonna get on another Palm, but I think it is worth getting Chaos here. Again, if Chaos offers us another cast stone or cast damage, that's going to be a huge boon to us.
Name of Hades.
And there it is, 33% more damage from our cast, but we take almost 400% more damage from traps. We should not go swimming in lava. There's a part of me that wants to reroll for another cast stone, but it's definitely not worth it. So we'll gladly take Abyssal Shot here. And then, ooh, Eurydice. So we get Eurydice. We have the option of either upgrading the rarity of the gods we find next, or we try and roll for an upgraded rarity on our cast.
And here I was just thinking it's been too long since the Hades kid stopped by.
I don't know. I feel like it's still so it's 2 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 2 in 5 chance of hitting the cast. If it hits Hunter's Mark, that's awesome. If it hits pressure points, that's great too. Blade Rift and Support Fire aren't great. So we have a 2 in 5 chance of getting something we really don't want, and a 2 in 5 chance of getting something we really do want. Versus, this could set us up for relatively high tier Hermes boons, duo boons, and Artemis's legendary if she shows up. I think we take Refreshing Nectar. We'll have to sink a hit into Poseidon for one of these though, which is the one downside. The other thing I need to keep in mind is I do not want to take Poseidon's attack if I can avoid it, because it will push enemies away and potentially out of our Blade Rift when we go bull rushing into them. So I need to be careful about that mainly. Can you stop jumping and just sit still, sir? All right. I'm just gonna have to hope that they jump into things, but they just keep dashing away. Okay. There we go. And there are gonna be more of them. I will say, like, I understand why the Asphodel enemies have the ability to jump. It's just because these rooms are so huge, they need to, like, be able to reposition quickly for the sake of not getting stuck somewhere and, like, not being able to find them, or if you're trying to really cheese them out by using maximum range. Like, they should have a defense mechanism against that, and I respect the decision of the devs to make that so. What I don't respect is how spammy they can be with their jump when you are in close range. Like, that shouldn't be how it is. In my humble, non-developer opinion. Our Blade Rifts are doing pretty substantial damage. I like this. I like this build. It's like, it's funny. Again, ooh, okay. This is going to be an extremely high tier, this is a very good chance of getting a high tier rarity Poseidon boon. We're going to take it. Reason for that is we saw the skull marker on the little sigil. Ooh, okay, Witch's Circle. If I can get them all to stack together and drop a meg, I can probably do some hefty damage to them.
Need help, Zag?
Well, I hit one of them at least.
Have to go.
I think we're fine. Well, of course we're fine. It's not like we're at any threat. These witches aren't that bad to deal with, even with forced overtime they can be a little iffy, but I mean, everything gets a little bit iffy when you have forced overtime on. More so, we don't have forced overtime on is what I'm trying to say. There we go. I need to practice with how to use meg efficiently.
Oi, nephew. It's my understanding you've been blessed already by one of my other nephews, Ares. As you can see, not all of us are cut from the same cloth. And thank the fates for that.
I presume that Ares is a son of Zeus. That would make the most sense. All right. So, here. Poseidon's aid is fun, but honestly, Ares' aid sounds funnier if we can get it. So I'm going to take Tempest Flourish. We still need a core boon from Artemis, which will be, we'll take Artemis's attack if we can get offered it. Here's Hermes, so we should get a higher tier Hermes boon as well. In terms of what I want, of course, the most important thing would be, at this point, honestly, I don't know. Oh, right, Greater Haste, of course, Greater Haste Rush Delivery. That's all we could ever ask for with Hermes. Alternatively, though, because of the nature of our build, getting Greater Recall wouldn't be terrible. I believe that's his legendary boon name for when we're running this type of Bloodstone. The one that doesn't regenerate over time, but we have to pick up off the floor. But it's called Greater Recall, I'm pretty sure. Basically, it makes our Bloodstones fly back into us much quicker. Or, like, actually, immediately. As soon as they're on the floor, they come back to us, which means we can charge up our attack again. It doesn't give us that much damage, though, so I would definitely... It doesn't give us really any damage. It just kind of maybe, technically, by technicality, ups our DPS because we can use our cast more reliably without having to kind of run out into the middle of a field to pick them up. But that's the main benefit of it, I would say, at this point. I'm looking forward to when we have 6 cast stones because we got Artemis's legendary. That's going to feel great if we get it. We have a lot that we want from Artemis still, and they're all, like, pretty high rarity boons, which means it's going to be hard to get all of them.
A curse of chaos is...
Special delivery and all that, boss. Here, take your pick.
All right, so now we have 33% more damage on our cast. So 3 more dashes. I have 6 rerolls, and well, 20% dodge chance sounds funny, and 3 dashes sounds funny as well. I think there are better boons.
What about these?
Oh, but Hermes says no. No better boons for you. I'm going to try one more time, and then I'm going to have to sit on the rest of these rerolls because there are too many valuable things that I would be giving up potentially.
Got anything else?
Okay, there it is. 30% greater haste. Excellent.
No way.
I do kind of wish that they made it so... Ooh, I have 2 HP for that coin, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I can afford things from that. Oh, I'm not going to have enough HP to get into the Chaos Gate when it shows up. Oh, okay. I can make this work. This HP will save me. I have to make sure I don't take any damage in this run, but I think the Centaur Heart will make it so I can afford the Chaos Gate. Because that would have been really embarrassing to spend all that money on a Chaos Gate that I can't actually use.
More skull crushers?
You just have to be particularly careful about taking damage. Oh, speaking of which, let's go jumping into the walls, why not? Or into the bombs. That'll definitely help prevent us from taking damage. Jury Summons is going to make this room a little bit scary with the goal of not taking damage. Getting a bunch of, what are they, Slam Dancers, I think they're called. Also a little scary because they just, again, their mobility makes them a lot harder to deal with. Whoop. Also, they do have projectiles, and I am dancing around this lava like it is my job. Okay. Just got that one Slam Dancer left, and boom. Okay, we're good. And, ooh, we got offered an Artemis room, but this is that's the final room, so no matter what, they'll show up again.
I can take it.
We'll probably end up in the shop, though, but there we go. It took exactly 25 HP, so we had exactly 25 HP to give from the Centaur Heart.
In the name of Hades.
All right, Chaos, let's see. 53% more damage on the cast. 305% more damage for traps. That's going to make Lerny a little bit scarier because Lerny does... The lava counts as a trap, so taking a 300% more damage from any step on the lava...
Should be worth it soon enough.
With a kind of dash-focused build where I'm constantly moving a certain distance that I can sort of control, it's going to be a little scary. We'll take Artemis first for sure.
Why not?
That was the dumbest laugh, but oh my goodness, Kiwi got fully loaded. So that's her legendary. Gain 2 extra bloodstones for your cast. We are at 6 bloodstones. We're gonna phase Lerny like no tomorrow. I think I don't need any extra HP. I'll save my coin for more boons. At this point, the only thing we can get from Artemis that I really care about is a core boon followed by Mirage Shot, I think.
Why must we always fight like this, Lerny?
It's interesting, we're doubling up on gods despite not having gotten a 4th god in our pool yet. That isn't usually how it works. I know I've mentioned it a number of times, but this game really likes to force you into getting 4 gods before it lets you see other gods start showing up more reliably. You know what? Thank you for reminding me, Batty. I do have you there. I don't think I need to use all of my cast stones to shred these HP pools. We really do want to see Ares, so I think honestly, more than Poseidon, what I'm going to take on the next floor is I'm going to take the Ares keepsake and make sure that we start seeing maybe some of his tier 2s. Because we are hurting for some Ares love in this build. Not gonna lie, the extra dashes would have been fun. Did you like that minor optimization? I used the shield attack to kind of push that enemy away and then push it fully into the lava with Poseidon's special. As previously stated, I do think it's a little tricky to reliably hit Lerny in this sort of situation because...
Who needs a neck anyway?
Because I have to be mindful of the damage the lava will do, because the lava will honestly do more damage to us in a much more rapid fashion than anything Lerny could do to us, unfortunately. Oops. Well, having said that, I did take a nice little meat shot from that neck, from that shin slam. Don't know why I bother. I still don't know why I bothered using the special. There's minimal benefit to it here. It's a very slow attack that honestly gets me punished more than it helps me. Charge this up. All right, here, look at all that damage. Look at that HP shred. Okay, I can't wait to see where this gets at the end of the run. Like, if we can get...
Enjoy your magma bath. I'll take that.
Black Metal, Engulfing Vortex, and Ares Legendary boons. Basically all the things that made make our Blade Rifts do even more damage.
They're already expecting you
Could try a different one.
We are going to be shredding bosses like nothing else, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't need any of that. And I don't want to sell anything, right? Make an argument for support fire since... Oh, you know what? I could sell support fire because I have fully loaded now. It's It's definitely not the core part of our build, but it's only 35 coin, and it's funny to keep, so we'll keep it. Who knows? Maybe support fire will save the day. I don't know how. Maybe we get a kill in Hades from like the last hit being support fire. That would be pretty funny. All right, what fish sleeps in the river Lethe?
There.
Ah, yes.
Looks like a clam.
Of course, a shelter. Let's see, what is offered next? I would love to see Hermes. Honestly, Hermes matters more than a hammer. I will hopefully be offered a nice, wonderful rush delivery, and I will reroll once for that because that's enough damage to really matter, I think. That said, though, oh my goodness, I would love to see Mirage Shot. I don't think we're sitting well at... Like, our odds of getting everything that we want on this run are fairly low at this point. Because we need 2 boons from Artemis. Or we need at least 1 boon from Artemis. We need at least 1 boon from Poseidon. No, we don't. Okay. We need like 3 boons from Ares to like see the full potential of the build, get everything stacked up on Blade Rift. But most importantly, if we get his legendary, we're good. So that means we need at least 2 boons from Ares. We need at least 1 duo boon between Artemis and Poseidon, and we need at least 1 core boon from Artemis. Oh, it's the weakest rush delivery, but it is still rush delivery. That's a 50% damage boost, which, since we got a 30% greater haste, is a, oh hey Ares, is a 15% damage up. Just flat damage, 15%, everything is increased in damage. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And you know, with Hunter's Mark on the table, we are going to be stacking crits something crazy. Like, we need stationary enemies, and I mean, it's only a 3% crit chance, but it will happen. And when we start getting one, it's just gonna, and we have multiple enemies on the field, their HP is just gonna get shred like nothing else. I do wish there was a more reliable way to get more crits on our damage, but oh well.
In the name of Hades.
They're just so incredibly strong, it's probably not worth it. Alright, so, Ares has deemed it unnecessary to grant us any of his tier 2 boons for the Blade Rift, to the point where, I mean, Urge to Kill isn't a bad option. 16% more damage on the special, but we already have so many damage modifiers on it already. I think, honestly, let's reroll, see if we can get Black Metal or Engulfing Vortex. We did not, and unfortunately, we lose out on the other boon that would have been cool. Oh, Ares, you stingy butthole. I don't think it is worth rerolling again, because this is worth 2 rerolls if I save it for 2 separate god encounters. So I guess we'll take Battle Rage. No, I'll take Curse of Vengeance. I'll just take Curse of Vengeance. Ooh, you know what? Maybe that was a mistake, because now we can get his tier 2s for Doom damage. That was probably a mistake. I'll heal up. Sure, why not?
All right, wretches, get to work.
Let's see what our damage potential is. Oh, well, I got hit. These chariots do a bit of damage. Kiwi, you know my opinion on the chariot enemies. I do find them as like one of my least favorite enemies to contend with. I don't like enemies that move extremely quickly in this game because they become very difficult to deal with.
Disappointing for these so-called champions.
An easy peasy full heal. Sure, why not? What have we got? HP, armor. Next boon has increased rarity. Let's see. A hammer or a coin? I honestly think I'll take this Yarn of Ariadne. Do I take this Erebus Gate for HP? I don't think we need to. I'm not super excited by either of these doors options, but we'll take the coin because it'll mean we can afford more from the shop, particularly come sticks. And now that I have this Yarn of Ariadne, there's a reasonable chance that I will find a higher tier boon. Most importantly, at this point, we have no means of getting the legendaries or duos that I want to see. So we could really use some love from... I hope that what we see is Ares. Ares is what we stand to gain the most from with this increased rarity. Not that it gives us his legendary, but it does set us up for a nice, juicy tier 2 for our Blade Rift, potentially. Whereas with Poseidon, he doesn't have any... He literally has nothing I want other than his duo boon, which we can't get. Artemis, I guess Artemis would be okay because we could get her attack boon, set us up for Mirage Shot potentially. I don't know. This feels like RNG is not going to be kind to us here. I had to try and reroll at least once with that Ares boon because there was a chance we got something better. But I do lament my decision to take... I do lament my decision to take the Doom damage there. That was likely a huge mistake. Alright, look at this thing's HP just go away. We almost one-shot the butterfly ball with our cast there.
Fight on.
Crazy. Oh man, I can't. We are going to melt the heroes in Hades, especially if we get them close together. The heroes especially, because we can bounce Hunter's Mark off of them potentially.
Catch this soul, thanks.
All right, there is her attack. Your attack is stronger with a 15% chance to crit. Literally don't care about any of that. Just care that it is Artemis, and that's about all. The odds of us getting a palm on something we care about aren't great, but I think I'll take it over coin. We've got plenty of coin now. But yeah, see, watch this. We have one Hunter's Mark, and never mind, it didn't matter. It got popped by a... Well, actually, no. The Hunter's Mark just keeps passing along between people. Like, this is why I didn't understand why Hunter's Mark was so good. I was focused on boss DPS. And bosses, it's hard to get Hunter's Mark on reliably. But, again, you crit one enemy, and Hunter's Mark jumps to the next. Or you crit one enemy, Hunter's Mark gets applied on a different neighboring enemy. Another Chaos Gate? Oh my goodness, Kiwi. How many Chaos Gates can we get? Oh, I'm excited for this. But see, the Hunter's Mark just keeps bouncing around because there are enemies in proximity, and I crit one, it pops to the next. I crit that one, it pops to the next. And so we're stacking crits like no tomorrow. Hunter's Mark is insane for AoE builds. Is really what it boils down to. You get one crit and everything's just gonna die. Once again, we're really not offered the boons we want to hit with the palm, but I guess I'll take the 4% crit chance with pressure points. It's only 1% more, but it is what it is. Gain one more cast. Honestly, this is the point where I start considering taking those Prometheus stones. It is wild that we keep getting offered them. Nothing to gain from Patroclus. This looks like this is probably the mid shop, I think. But I think, I mean, we have everything to gain from Chaos. They have been exceedingly kind to us so far. Will we see their kindness yet again? HP, attack, or cast damage. There it is. For the next 4 encounters, you have 44% less move speed, 35% more cast damage. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a fish? Where? I didn't even notice that. I'm glad I was
Lurks in the waters of chaos.
It's a good thing that I got that move speed debuff, or I would have gotten to the key.
Another Marty, huh?
All right. Thank you, Chaos. Oh, and you know what? We're getting a key here, which means we can reroll. So we have it potentially we have up to 3 rerolls on 3 separate boon pools. Alternatively, if we don't get that, we have 2. 2 within 1 god, more specifically, which may be helpful if we're like really trying to push for the duo boon or the legendary. At this rate, though, the odds of us seeing 2 Ares boons and Styx is very low, and it's almost guaranteed that we are not going to see Ares. Actually, it's not even a 1 in 4 chance or 1 in 3 chance right now, because there's just as much chance that a god that we haven't even considered or wanted shows up in the shop. Given that we saw Demeter half a second ago, how much do you want to bet that she's just going to force her crusty butt into our shop? Okay, that was the mid shop, though. That's good to know. So we've got a little bit more of Elysium to go. There is still a chance. It's not a huge chance, but it is a chance nonetheless that Ares does show up. Also, just to kind of explain that comment on Demeter, I don't like Demeter. I think, like, I like her. Okay, this is wrong. I don't know why I've kind of taken this like aggressive position against Demeter, and I feel like it's maybe a little bit overplayed, hammed up for the entertainment value. It really isn't that serious. Maybe I should temper those comments. They're in poor taste. But I don't know. I feel like she is just always so cranky, and maybe it's just I've had really bad RNG from her in the past. I don't know. There's some sort of pent-up aggression. I don't really have a way of justifying it. And maybe I calm it down a little bit. Like, I don't mind calling her crunchy old winter lady because I think it's funny. But that comment maybe went a little bit too far. So apologies if that offended anyone. I'm a little offended by it personally, so I'll temper it down and try to lay off of it. I'm still going to call her a crunchy old winter lady, but let's leave her butt out of it. Unless I'm really mad, in which case I might say something stupid. But I will do my best to be respectful of this NPC non-entity. But I mean, I feel like if you use this person doesn't exist in real life, so I can be as cruel to them as I want to be. I don't feel like that's justifiable behavior for bad action. I do think I'm going to sell support fire. The coin will help us later, and it's not really doing much for us here. And you know what? I'll take this HP.
I do not think so, boy.
Oh, I think so. All right. So we are at the end shop. That's why I was kind of confused, because I was like, we were fairly far into Tartarus at that point. To be offered at a mid shop, I was like, this is a little bit late for a mid shop, isn't it? Nonetheless, it was a mid shop, and here is our end shop. So basically, we just have the shops pretty stacked together.
You lived through all of that.
Another effectively full heal for us. Excellent. We're going to take the shop here. The palm is nice, but we can't necessarily hit what we want with it. Here we could see Artemis or, more importantly, Ares. But first off, I'm gonna grab this palm. Hunter's Mark. Awesome. That's beautiful. Black metal. There it is. Your blade, and I was right, impending doom is there, so I need to make sure that I sell his revenge boon if I'm offered the opportunity to sell his revenge boon, I sell it right away, because this is going to suck up like 3 different slots. But more importantly, we got black metal. Our rifts are going to be even bigger, and well, that doesn't matter. Oh my god, look at how big the dash is. Hold on. Ooh, I can't actually tell the difference on the cast. It may not be any larger or smaller. I'm not sure. Beowulf flare attacks have weird interactions.
We've nothing left to say to one another, Hellspawn, other than to battle.
Okay, Kiwi, watch their HP bars.
Meg,
Beware, mate champion.
An intruder.
I can't.
Goodbye, Minotaur.
Okay.
I would love it if the Minotaur did his like charge attack and we caught Theseus with it. Someone coming? Okay, hey. Oh, now you use your charge attack. Sure, fine. You know what? He has his own bull rush. All right, there goes Asterius' first phase.
The adoration of the crowd.
I just popped that in front of Theseus. Didn't even hit him with the full effect, and look at his HP. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to take out Theseus first, because then we can potentially set ourselves up with the bull being super right next to him consistently. Theseus is too busy just running around doing whatever the heck he wants. Look at the little confetti that he's like firing out. That's really cute, Theseus. All right, there we go. All right, they're close together. Keep them close. Keep them close. Oh, he can hit me through my shield apparently. That's good to know. But look at that, just instantly popped. Goodbye, Theseus. Nice knowing you. All right, I may be taking a little bit more damage than I would like. There we go. Look, I was playing with the heroes, and that's fine. Actually, you know what? I never lost that Death Defiance from earlier.
Until next time, good shade.
I forgot that we have a Chaos Boon temporarily. I'm like, why am I moving so slow? Anyway, we tip our hat to our good shade.
I suppose that I shall be seeing you quite soon.
So I assume the Ares keepsake has done its job and we can't double dip on it, but I would love to bring this to the next floor and see if we could. We already have Rush Delivery. Lamb and Plume doesn't offer much. I don't want the Frostbitten Horn. Oh, what would give us the damage up at this point? I guess if I got to Skull Earring range again, 40% more damage does sound pretty nice. All right, I'm convinced. Skull Earring it is. Nothing here that I particularly want, but we'll buy the Darkness because we'll use that later.
Do I still need these?
There's a part of me that wants to reroll and see if I can get Ares' Vengeance Boon off the table, because how much do you want to bet that's going to, like, make us sad on this floor? I mean, that's assuming Ares even shows up. We do have the potential for both Poseidon and Ares to show up and give us exactly what we want. The odds are not great,
Almost out of here.
but we do have the setup for the Artemis Poseidon duo boon. We have presumably the prerequisite for, oh, Ares, there you are. Okay, what have we got here? No Athena. We have 2 Ares chances. This is kind of big. No Mirage shot, so we're missing out on that, but I have to roll, Kiwi. Come on.
Should come in useful.
Gulfing Vortex. Blade Rift effects last longer and pull foes in. I think I take that because it's a guaranteed upgrade to our damage. Because the Blade Rifts will last, presumably the Blade Rift lasts a little bit longer. Yeah, it does, okay. It's very minor because it's only 0.2 seconds, you know, but... Alright, let's go Ares first. We have 1 reroll with him because while we do have 2... Well, we technically have 2 Oh, actually, no, we can reroll twice. Okay, there is a chance. It's not an amazing chance. Would have preferred to have seen... Would have preferred to have seen him having a mini-boss, because that means we're going to have a higher rarity. But I think we can... There's still a reasonable chance. It's a 1 and 2... We have 2 rerolls. There are a lot of boons that he could offer us instead, and again... I would love to see a Pool of Purging offer us the opportunity to sell that Vengeance Boon, because that's going to be what shoots us in the foot. How much do you want to bet? We'll see. We will see. I'm eager to find out. Either way, I mean, our build is so darn stacked. 6 cast gems, How much bonus damage did we get on the cast? Like, that is we have an insane damage modifier on the cast. I'm not going to complain too much about that, you know? Like, this is a really strong run. It's a slow run, all things considered, but it is a really strong run. And RNG was rather kind to us. Even if we didn't get everything we want, we sure got enough. We got more than enough to make this build shine. But we're closing this out soon. I wouldn't mind having a longer sticks just to keep playing the build a little bit longer because it's a fun build. Welcome to the blender. My brain for a moment, like I know that the enemies when they spawn in from the sky, specifically the satyrs, they have kind of like a really long stretch and smear frame sort of thing going on, but it looked so weird for me at that angle for some reason. Just keep dashing around. Every now and again I'm tossing out my special. Again, there's really no reason to use my special in this build. Okay. The only thing I have to gain from Ares at this point is his legendary. Blood Frenzy is okay. Urge to Kill is also okay. Here we go.
No thanks.
Oh, Kiwi, there it is. Vicious Cycle. Your Blade Rift effects deal more damage for each consecutive hit, plus 2 damage per hit. With our base damage modifier, like it's a flat damage increase, which doesn't sound a lot. And the biggest issue is frankly that the Blade Rift from Blade Flare does not last for very long, but it's still a huge damage up overall, I'm inclined to think. Let's go for this palm here and see what it ends up on. At this point, we are full build. The only thing that Athena offers us is her aid, which, I guess I shouldn't complain about Athena's aid. It means that I can just go full monkey mode and like not have to worry about taking damage from Ares, or from Hades. And I guess the other consideration on that front is the fact that,
check the old well.
Well, what is the other consideration? Do I re-roll here? I could re-roll here and potentially see Prometheus Stone and cast damage up, and I think we do that. Let's do that. All right, so re-roll.
What else we got?
There's not a very high chance that we get what we want, but let's take Fateful Twist.
I'll take that.
What do we get? Restore 10 HP per chamber. All right. Not great. So if we see another Well of Charon, we'll certainly try that again, because I don't care. There's nothing I really want from Athena that will like change this build from what it is currently. We're just gonna have to, I'm looking forward to seeing what our potential on Hades is. I'm gonna let myself get into Skull Earring range, and we are going to just watch the man, the god, the legend get shredded. Like, I always call these builds blender builds because, I mean, you're basically just doing a bunch of... what else is this? This is a giant blender of... Holy goodness. That did 1,000 damage in under a second. Oh, Kiwi. All right, we are going to melt this god. If I don't miss all of my casts. Oh, well, if you're going to spawn in the corner, that makes it easier for me. 4,500 damage without crit on that mini-boss. Feels pretty darn good. Now let's actually kill the thing that we're here for. Bail out. I timed that dash well because that was gonna kill me. Well, not kill me, but the bombs from that mini boss hurt. Bombs from anything on this floor hurt, but that one in particular is a big ouchie. All right, I like where this is going.
Delicious.
All right, Hunter's Mark goes up to 60%, 6% crit chance, or my attack damage gets boosted. I think, well, obviously it's not going to be the attack. 2% more crit chance is pretty substantial, but honestly, yeah, I think we take pressure points.
Sharpen my senses.
That is going to most directly benefit our Blade Rift damage on Hades specifically. I probably just start spam buying all the palms that are in the Charon shop down south. A shame we couldn't get Mirage Shot, because could you imagine this build with Mirage Shot? That Blade Rift damage would just be through the roof.
Come on out. I caught a scuffer.
But am I really going to complain? We got 3 Chaos Gates. We got Artemis's Legendary. We got everything from Ares we really wanted, frankly. Bigger AoE sounds kind of funny, but it's not that worth it. All right, we're at 8% crit chance. That's pretty good. All right, we'll hold off on buying that cheaper palm because we should be able to afford the stronger palm. We'll go for this Athena boon because again, if we get Athena's if we get Athena's call, that will make me be able to turn my brain off while I try to set up for maximum damage. I get into Skull Earring range and I turn off my brain after that. Increased rarity from Athena. I mean, it makes her call kind of fun, but I think we just reroll here and see if we can get anything on.
Let's see what else.
No, we didn't get it. I'll go ahead and take the price of Midas. Special damage, of course. Dude, I don't really need 11 gems for that. Save my coin for everything else. But we should be able to, in theory, after clearing this chamber, hopefully, and again, this is a big theory, hopefully be able to afford both palms. Whether they give things that we want to work with, maybe not, but it's fine. I'm just glad, and again, forgive me for saying this as it is sort of sacrilegious. I am kind of glad that I gave up support fire, because that was definitely a boon that we didn't want to like have soaking up palm levels if we could avoid it. All right, so moment of truth. Do we get the 3 chamber 6, or are we on to another chamber where I can get more coin and potentially buy more fun things? Doesn't look like without that extra chamber we're going to be able to afford both palms potentially. Okay, looks like we're getting it anyway. Oh dear. Okay, well we are in Skull Earring range now, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh, Batty. Thank you. I love that Batty just squeaks to remind me that they exist. I appreciate that, honestly.
See you at home?
And there we go. Where'd that mini boss go? No one knows.
Lady Athena.
Remember, I am always watching over you, dear cousin.
Thanks, Athena. All right, there's her call. Alternatively, bronze skin, nah. We take the call. We pop that in the Hades fight, and then we don't take damage while I just set up to see how much my numbers can be. Let's go ahead and buy this fancy palm over here. Ooh, more Blade Rift damage. I do think that is hands down our best option. I mean, obviously, I don't really have other options worth considering anyway, but even if I rerolled because consider it, yeah, that's only 4 more damage, but it's 4 damage per tick with a huge number of damage modifiers. That is going to scale insanely well. And no matter what, I should get enough coin to afford that. So I think, honestly, the health here is more valuable because I'm going to get the coin I need no matter what. Like, this room alone gave me 30 coin, and that's before I even killed anything. Because there were just 2 gold pots that spawned on the floor. These rats die in 1 hit, so honestly, I can just kind of, like, dash about and drop Blade Rifts, and they'll just die chasing after me.
Not yet.
All right, Kiwi, are you ready to see what we can do to the god of the underworld himself? Because I am excited. This was not how I expected this run to go. Honestly, I had half a mind to take the Dionysus keepsake and force Trippy Flare, because that is just really good. It is the highest base damage of any of the casts. Alternatively, honestly, Aphrodite's cast is also pretty great damage. Passion Flare, I think it is. But man, am I glad I just went Palm Blossom and said, screw it, we'll let the game decide. Because boy, did the game make a good decision. All right, yeah, we have our 100 coin. We got our HP up. Let's heal up. All right. Let us see what we can do to Hades.
Should I go fight some satyrs to get out of here?
But first, this is the worst possible roll, but honestly, we got so many generous palms, this is okay. What would I put it on? I guess Blade Dash is cute. Why don't we put it on Blade Dash? Sure, why not? Objectively speaking, the attack was the hands-down best option.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
But Blade Dash is definitely funnier, given the nature of our build and what its damage modifier, all the damage modifiers on it as well. I'm kind of glad there aren't any like Chaos Boons that affect dash damage. But on the other hand, there are some dashes that I wish there were Chaos Boons for. Blade Rift, Zeus Dash, Poseidon Splash Dash. Those are all really good.
You're looking very stately there, father.
For DPS potential.
Come show your father what you've learned of late. Do not hold back.
Oh, I will not. All right, so here's the plan. We fight him as per normal for his first phase because he has 3. Oh, those are gonna spawn out of my range. Okay, good. I thought they were gonna end up in the lake and I couldn't pick them up. So I think what we need to do is we need to guide Hades towards this wall. There we go. And now, oh, well, if you're gonna, oh shoot, I forgot we have Extreme Measures 4 on. I didn't account for that. Oh, I am gonna have to, okay, I might have to try a little bit harder then. Especially if he's hitting us at her rapid 44s. All right, I do have to actually take Hades a little bit more seriously because I forgot about that. No wonder he's swinging twice. I'm like, why are you swinging twice? You only swing once normally. That is why. Because with Extreme Measures 4, He swings twice. Oh, that came out like instantly. Sheesh. Okay.
Deathless wretches, I compel you to fight.
Well, I guess I'll have to try a little bit harder, but his mini-boss friends are not gonna last for very long. Oh, and would you look at that? I don't have to care anymore. Sorry, Hades.
Family being of such help.
Let's see, that was 40,000 or 4,000 damage, not 40. I wish it was 40,000. That would be insane, but I don't think Hades has that much HP to last for 40,000. Not sure how that bloodstone of his. Oh gosh, I hate these butterfly balls just covering all this area. We generate God Gauge extremely fast. Probably, well, actually, I guess it was because we were taking so much damage. Could you stop with these butterfly ball nonsense? All right, I think we need to end this phase as quick as possible. Meg, give me a kindness. Oh, thank goodness I aimed that correctly. Oh no, there's still more. Oh, Kiwi, I might have thrown. This was a beautiful run, and I might have thrown. All right, I'm gonna have to focus on playing well because I was so ready for this to be good. Okay, I can do this. We've got a fully charged Athena God Gauge.
Come on and die.
Not now.
Oh, I'm trying to use Meg instead of Athena. All right, we'll have to review the damage that we dealt afterwards. But like, look at that. Look at that DPS. Goodbye, Hades HP bar. I think I just focus on DPSing him here because this will kill him faster than he can heal. Like, look at this damage. How much damage did we do in that little spell of time? He's gonna summon Cerberus any second now, so I gotta be ready for that. He's using lasers. I'm gonna bail out. Ooh, don't pop that pot. I was afraid that was gonna activate the pot. Okay, here we go. I have Athena to protect myself if it lands on me, but we're, oh, hello, lasers. Okay, we're fine. And then we pop this. All right, all I had to do was take Hades a little bit more seriously. That's fine. All right, final phase. Charge up all of our casts. Get this ready. And go. Whoop. Use Athena to block all his damage there. Come on, give us another healing phase. Where are you? Oh. I popped shield because I was afraid that was going to hit me.
Not yet.
It's so hard to see where Hades is with these. Oh, he's going for... I still have one Death Defiance. Okay, he's healing. This is my chance for a lot of damage. Why did I use my shield there? That was a mistake. Oh, lasers. Bail out. We're fine. Oh, I almost got hit by that pot. Oh, he's summoning pots. Look at that shred. All right, I had to sweat a little bit there, but... Oh.
I'm not as limber as I used to be, while you...
Sometimes we just forget.
You fought well.
That we had a plan, and the plan came to fruition.
Say hi to Hypnos for me.
But one minor detail really could have screwed us over. But oh my goodness, Kiwi, what a run. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hunter's Mark is cool and all, but I don't think we need that honored here. Slicing Flare has to be listed. Fully loaded. Sudden Rush is whatever. Okay, what needs to be shown? Obviously, Slicing Flare, fully loaded for sure. We had Rush Delivery. We had Vicious Cycle. We had Curse of Vengeance. Woohoo. No, I wish I could just show all of the buffs, but hold on, let's actually take account for this. Let's see. So we had a level 6 Blade Rift, which at base does 53 damage per tick. Then we got Hunter's Mark, which gives us a 50% chance of crit. We had 3 extra Bloodstones between Enshrouded Grasp and Fully Loaded from Artemis. We had an 8% base crit chance, which is a really high base crit chance for this game. That's like for pressure points, I guess. We had 53% cast damage. We had 33% bonus cast damage. We had 22% increased AoE on the Blade Rift. We had a 15% damage modifier from Rush Delivery from our 30% greater haste. We had our Blade Rifts lasting 0.2 seconds longer. We had another 35% cast damage bonus. And of course, we had Vicious Cycle. So, all right, let's go ahead and put Vicious Cycle there. Let's go ahead and then toss Rush Delivery after Slicing Flare. I think that kind of summarizes the build. But what was that? 53, then 86, and then that's 91 plus 30 is... That was 121 bonus damage on the cast from Chaos alone. We had 4 Chaos Gates. Our RNG was as blessed as we could ask it to be. Blessed by the god of chaos themselves, the primordial progenitor. Okay, what a wild build. Yeah, it was a slow run, but I have to go back and watch the footage and see what our DPS on Hades was, because we were We were doing like 4,000 damage a second. We must
I
have.
no new tales left to tell. But do not think that you have won, Prince Zagreus. For any tale worth telling is a tale worth telling again, and again, and again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I feel like that's the third or fourth time we've seen that outro now. All right, let's do our house roundup and call it an episode.
I can't believe I actually pulled this off.
I can.
Boy.
Oh, everyone's so happy for us. All right, Cerberus, let's feel your happiness.
Cerberus is busily considering upon what else to gnaw.
The truest form of happiness.
How's my favorite boy?
Gnawing on something. I could go for some cookies right now. I was editing some of the previous Hades videos, and I just watched the one where I was talking about our New Year's bake.
Go and steal some fear in those wretches out there, would you?
The giant snowflake-shaped Cinnabon. And oh my goodness, we just finished eating it. We still have a piece in the freezer.
Hypno's making us proud.
But we're saving it for when my parents visit, and it's just so painful to open up that...
I'll take that deal.
To open up the freezer and see it and be like, I wish I could eat this now.
Pour another bottle when you finish with the one there, Shade.
As you say, mistress. Pardon us here, lad.
Obviously we could make another one, but you don't want to know how many calories are in just like one section of that snowflake. It's like 700 calories for a portion of it.
Go and serve this house.
Like the way it works is if you've seen the photo in that episode, or if you, it looks like a snowflake. There are like 8 prongs around a center circle.
What's new?
Let's see. I heard he went all the way to the top. Cause of death, witch's curse. Someone's been messing with Medea, I suppose. Anyway, so each prong off that circle is like 700 to 800 calories. It's insane. It's a caloric bomb if there ever was one. But that shouldn't be a surprise because it's literally just a mass of enriched dough filled with sugar and butter and like a concerning amount of butter. Oh, yay, a sword build. Hooray. All right, I have a plan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I want to get my maximum slow build off. I may try that in the next episode. I may not be feeling it at all, but we'll consider that off screen. Kiwi, with all that said, I hope you have enjoyed watching.
Let's chat more batter, boy. Yo, hit me already.
And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. Let's make another one of those Cinnabons sometime soon, okay, Kiwi? Because it was so good. Anyway, I love you, Kiwi. I'll see you in the next one.
What'd I miss?